Hey guys, it is Shirley-XML here, and today we are going to be doing the My Immortal drinking game. At the time of recording, I haven't even finished editing the other drinking game that I did. I just got so bored that I decided to do this one ahead of time. So I'll release it if I ever, get the like goal that I wanted on the original drinking game, or if I just get bored and decide to release it anyway. So, My Immortal is known online to be the worst fanfiction of all time. This is a Harry Potter fanfiction that, it is absolutely horrible. Since I am a minor, and I am obviously way under 21, I will not be drinking alcohol, I will be drinking water. If you're looking for content like from Your Bud Tevin, you have come to the wrong place. Now it's time to set the rules. Once again, since I'm doing this blindly, I had to change the rules as I went along, but here are the full rules that I go by in this video. Some go into effect later on. I will take a sip of water every time I cringe, I laugh, the story gets boring, a scene gets not so kid-friendly, the plot gets chaotic, the main character goes into detail about appearances, there's a reference, the main character mentions MCR, which is its own rule for a reason, I fail to decipher the gibberish that is the author's notes, or someone uses two insults in a row, e.g. moronic idiots. Also, I'm not sure if you've noticed, but I got a new webcam. It came in the mail today. D's nuts. And it's a lot better quality than the other one. The other one is actually, like, quite literally glitching out. It's become completely unusable. I think I got, quite lucky the last few times I used it, but when I tried to plug it in last time, it started glitching out, so it was unusable. So I got a new webcam and it works perfectly fine. Disclaimer, I did not write this. The infamous worst fanfiction ever posted here, unedited for your lols. Originally by Tara Gillsby. Here we go. Chapter 1. I don't even know how to begin reading this. AN, Special Fangs, get it cause I'm gothic. To my GF, ew not in that way, Raven. Bloody Tears 666 for helping me with the story and spelling, you rock. Justin, you're da love of my depressing life, you rock too. Ew, that's a cringe. We haven't even gotten into the story and I'm cringing. I'm kind of worried. Hi, my name is Ebony Darkness Dementia Raven Way, and I have long ebony black hair. That's how I got my name. With purple streaks and red tips that reaches my mid-back and icy blue eyes like limpid tears, and a lot of people tell me I look like Amy Lee. I'm not related to Gerard Way, but I wish I was because he's a major fucking hottie. I'm a vampire, but my teeth are straight and white. I have pale white skin. I'm also a witch and I go to a magic school called Hogwarts in England where I'm in the 7th year. I'm 17. I'm a goth, in case you couldn't tell, and I wear mostly black. I love Hot Topic and I buy all my clothes from there. For example, today I was wearing a black corset? I don't know how to pronounce that. With matching lace around it and a black leather miniskirt, pink fishnets, and black combat boots. I was wearing black lipstick, white foundation, black eyeliner, and red eyeshadow. I was walking outside Hogwarts. It was snowing and raining, so there was no sun, which I was very happy about. A lot of preps stared at me. I put up my middle finger at them. What the fuck? Wait, that's a laugh. Oh shit. This is kind of a try not to laugh challenge. Oh shit. If I laugh, I'm gonna die. I think now would be a good time to mention that I am not at all a Harry Potter fan, so if I mispronounce any of the characters' names, it is not my fault by any means. Hey Ebony, shouted a voice. I looked up. It was Draco Malfoy. What's up, Draco? I asked. Nothing, he said shyly. But then I heard my friends call me and I had to go away. Pfft. Author's note. Is it good? Please tell me. Fangs. Chapter 2. Wow, these chapters are short. Okay, this might not take as long as I thought. Author's note. Thanks to Bloody Tears 666 for helping me with the chapter. By the way, prep stop flaming my story okay. The next day I woke up in my bedroom. It was snowing and raining again. I opened the door of my coffin and drank some blood from a bottle I had. My coffin was black ebony and inside it was hot pink velvet with black lace on the ends. I got out of my coffin and took out my giant MCR t-shirt, which I used for pajamas. Instead, I put on a black leather dress, a pentagram necklace, combat boots, and black fishnets on. I put on 4 pairs of earrings into my pierced ears and put my hair in a kind of messy bun. My friend Willow, author's note Raven this is you, woke up and then grinned at me. She flipped her long waist-length raven black hair with pink streaks and opened her forest green eyes. She put on her Marilyn Manson t-shirt with a black mini, fishnets, and pointy high-heeled boots. We put on our makeup, black lipstick with white foundation and black eyeliner. OMFG, I saw you talking to Draco Malfoy yesterday, she said excitedly. Yeah, so, I said, blushing. Do you like Draco? She asked as we went out of the Slytherin common room and into the Great Hall. No, I so fucking don't, I shouted. Yeah, right, she exclaimed. Just then Draco walked up to me. Hi, he said. Hi, I replied flirtily. Guess what? He said. What? Well, Good Charlotte are having a concert in Hogsmeade. I have no idea how to pronounce that. Oh my fucking god, I screamed. I love GC. They're my favorite band besides MCR. Well, do you want to go with me? He asked. I gasped. Okay, so since I've never fucking read this before, obviously this is a blind read for the content. I had no idea what type of content we were going to be diving into here, so I'm going to add some extra rules regarding the writing. Okay, so I don't know if these new rules are good or not, but here are the full rules as of right now. I must drink every time I cringe, I laugh, the story gets boring, there's a sex scene, the plot gets chaotic, the main character gets into detail about appearances, there's a reference, and the main character mentions MCR. Chapter 3. Author's note. Stop flaming the story preps okay. Otherwise thanks to the gothic people for the good reviews. Thanks Agent Raven. Oh yeah, by the way, I don't own this or the lyrics for Good Charlotte. On the night of the concert, I put on my black lace-up boots with high heels. Underneath them were ripped red fishnets. Then I put on a black leather mini dress with all this corset stuff on the back and front. I put on matching fishnet on my arms. I straightened my hair and made it look all spiky. I felt a little depressed then, so I slit one of my wrists. Oh, for fuck's sake. I read a depressing book while I waited for it to stop bleeding, and I listened to some GC. I painted my nails black and put on tons of black eyeliner. Then I put on some black lipstick. I didn't put on foundation because I was pale anyway. I drank some human blood, so I was ready to go to the concert. Okay, so that entire freaking section there was talking about appearance, and I also cringed at the slitting the wrist thing, so that's 2 drinks. I went outside. Draco was waiting there in front of his flying car. He was wearing a simple plan t-shirt. They would play at the show too. Baggy black skater pants, black nail polish, and a little eyeliner. Author's note. A lot of cool boys wear it, okay? Hi, Draco, I said in a depressed voice. Hi, Ebony, he said back. We walked into his flying black Mercedes-Benz. The license plate said 666. Really? And flew to the place with the concert. On the way, we listened excitedly to Good Charlotte and Marilyn Manson. We both smoked cigarettes and Oh my fucking god. Okay, so Marilyn Manson is a reference, so that's a drink. And hold on, let's finish the section. When we got there, we both hopped out of the car, we went to the mosh pit at the front of the stage and jumped up and down as we listened to Good Charlotte. Okay, so that's 2 cringes and a Marilyn Manson reference, so that's 3 drinks. I'm gonna fucking die. Oh my god, I'm literally gulping this time. I need to be careful. If I ended up upsetting my stomach with sips when I was reading the Penori script, I really need to be careful with this one. You come in cold, you're covered in blood. They're all so happy you've arrived. The doctor cuts your cord, hands you to your mom. She sets you free into this life, sang Joel. I don't own the lyrics to that song. Joel is so fucking hot, I said to Draco, pointing to him as he sung, filling the club with his amazing voice. Suddenly, Draco looked sad. What's wrong? I asked as we moshed to the music. Then I caught on. Hey, it's okay, I don't like him better than you, I said. Really? Draco asked sensitively, and he put his arm around me all protective. Really, I said. Besides, I don't even know Joel, and he's going out with Hillary fucking Duff. I fucking hate that little bitch, I said disgustingly, thinking of her ugly blonde face. The night went on really well, and I had a great time. So did Draco. After the concert, we drank some beer and asked Benji and Joel for their autographs and photos with them. We got GC concert tees. Draco and I crawled back into the Mercedes-Benz, but Draco didn't go back to Hogwarts. Instead, he drove the car into the Forbidden Forest. Chapter 4. Author's note. I said, stop flaming, okay? Ebony's name is Ennaby, not Mary Sue, okay? Draco is so in love with her that he is acting different. They know each other before, okay? Bro, the spelling is so fucking bad. I might as well make it a rule so that, like, every time there's an author's note I drink, because this is like, you know what? Never mind. I would only make things worse for myself if I did that. That's a cringe. Draco, I shouted. What the fuck do you think you're doing? Draco didn't answer, but he stopped the flying car and he walked out of it. I walked out of it too, curiously. What the fucking hell? I asked angrily. Ebony, he asked. What? I snapped. Draco leaned in extra close and I looked into his gothic red eyes. He was wearing color contacts, which revealed so much depressing sorrow and evilness, and then suddenly I didn't feel mad anymore. And then suddenly, just as Draco kissed me passionately. Draco climbed on top of me and we started to make out keenly against a tree. He took off my top and I took off his clothes. I even took off my bra. Then he put his thingy into my you-know-what, and we did it for the first time. That's a sex scene. That's a drink. Oh, I screamed. I was beginning to get an orgasm. We started to kiss everywhere and my pale body became all warm. And then, what the hell are you doing, you motherfuckers? It was Dumbledore! Exclamation mark. The plot thickens, no way! Author's note. Stop flaming. If you flam, it means you're a prep or a poser. The only reason Dumbledore swore is cause he had a headache, okay? On top of that, he was mad at them for having sex. P.S. I'm not updating till I get 5 good reviews. What am I reading? Dumbledore made Draco and I follow him. He kept shouting at us angrily. You ludicrous fools, he shouted. I started to cry tears of blood down my pallid face. Draco comforted me. When we went back to the castle, Dumbledore took up to Professor Snape and Professor McGonagall, who were both looking very angry. They were having sexual intercourse in the Forbidden Forest, he yelled in a furious voice. Why did you do such a thing, you mediocre dunces? Asked Professor McGonagall. How dare you? Demanded Professor Snape. And then Draco shrieked, because I love her. Everyone was quiet. Dumbledore and Professor McGonagall still looked mad, but Professor Snape said, fine, very well, you may go up to your rooms. Bro, they just get off the hook like that? What the fuck? Draco and I went upstairs while the teachers glared at us. Are you okay, Ebony? Draco asked me gently. Yeah, I guess. I lied. I went to the girls' dorm and brushed my teeth and my hair and changed into a low-cut, black, floor-length dress with red lace all around it and high black heels. I think that's pretty descriptive. Sometimes I didn't do the drink because I feel like I only wanted to do it if it was multiple sentences of detail, but like, I guess that counts. That's a drink. When I came out, Draco was standing in front of the bathroom and he started to sing I Just Want to Live by Good Charlotte. I was so flattered even though he wasn't supposed to be there. We hugged and kissed. After that we said goodnight and he reluctantly went back into his room. Chapter 6. Author's note. Should it up perhaps okay. P.S. I would not update up till you give me good revows. The next day I woke up in my coffin. I put on a black miniskirt that was all ripped around the end and a matching top with red skulls all over it and high-heeled boots that were black. I put on 2 pairs of skull earrings and 2 crosses in my ears. I spray painted my hair with purple. Okay, so that's around 3 sentences of detail, so that's a drink. Oh fuck, you're kidding. I'm already starting to feel it and I'm not even 1 bottle in. This is not good. In the Great Hall, I ate some Count Chocula cereal with blood instead of milk and a glass of red blood. Suddenly, someone bumped into me. All the blood spilled over my top. Okay, so Count Chocula cereal is a real thing, so I'm gonna count that as a reference. That's a drink. bastard, I shouted angrily. I regretted saying it when I looked up because I was looking into the pale white face of a gothic boy with spiky black hair with red streaks in it. He was wearing so much eyeliner that I was going down his face, and he was wearing black lipstick. He didn't have glasses anymore, and now he was wearing red contact lenses just like Draco's, and there was no scar on his forehead anymore. He had a manly stubble on his chin. He had a sexy English accent. He looked exactly like Joel Madden. He was so sexy that my body went all hot when I saw him, kind of like an erection, only I'm a girl, so I didn't get one, you sicko. Wow. What the fuck? Okay. So, that went way into detail there, so that's one drink. I'm gonna Google Joel Madden real quick and see if that's a real person, and if that is, that's a drink for a reference. Yup, Joel Madden. That's another drink. I'm so sorry, he shed. I'm so sorry, he said in a shy voice. That's alright, what's your name? I questioned. My name's Harry Potter, although most people call me Vampire these days, he grumbled. Why? I exclaimed. Because I love the taste of human blood, he giggled. Well, I'm a vampire, I confessed. Really? He whimpered. Yeah, I roared. We sat down to talk for a while, then Draco came up behind me and told me he had a surprise for me, so I went away with him. Reposter's note. I also forgot to mention that you should read some of the commentaries people write here, they're hilarious. Chapter 7, Bring Me to Life. Author's note. Well, okay, you guys, I'm only writing this cause I got 5 god reviews. By the way, I won't write done next chapter till I get 10 god vons. Stow flaming or I'll report you. Ebony isn't a Mary Sue, okay? She isn't perfect, she's a Satanitz. And she has problems, she's depressed, for God's sake. Do I drink for that? I'm gonna drink for that. Let me get another bottle. Draco and I held our pale white hands with black nail polish as we went upstairs. I was wearing red Satanist sings on my nails in red nail polish. Author's note. See, does that sound like a Merusu to you? I waved to Vampire. Dark misery was in his depressed eyes. I guess he was jealous of me that I was going out with Draco. Anyway, I went upstairs excitedly with Draco. We went into his room and locked the door. Then we started Frenching... We started Frenching. Oh my god, I can't read. I can't. We started Frenching passively. And we took off each other's clothes enthusiastically. He felt me up before I took off my top. Then I took off my black leather bra and he took off his pants. We went on the bed and started making out naked, and then he put on his boy's thingy and mine and we had sex. See, is that stupid? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god. Oh my god. Okay, so that's 2 drinks. I laughed and there was a sex scene. Oh my god, dude. Wow. We started Frenching passively. Oh my god. What is Frenching? I've heard of French kissing, but what is Frenching? Oh my god. Alright. Oh my god. Okay. I need to take a few deep breaths because that was oh my god. Holy shit. Wow. That was something else. Oh, Draco, I screamed while getting an orgasm when all of a sudden I saw a tattoo I'd never seen before on Draco's arm. It was a black heart with an arrow through it. On it in bloody gothic writing were the words vampire. were the words vampire. As far as I'm concerned, vampire is singular. So I don't know why the writing was plural there. I was so angry. "You bastard," I shouted angrily, jumping out of the bed. No, but you don't understand," Draco pleaded, but I knew too much. "No, you fucking idiot," I shouted. "You probably have AIDS anyway." I put on my clothes all huffily and then stomped out. Draco ran out even though he was naked. He had a really big you-know-what, but I was too bad to care. I stomped out and did so until I was in Vampire's classroom when he was having a lesson with Professor Snape and some other people. "Vampire Potter, you motherfucker," I yelled. Chapter 8. Author's note: stop flassing, okay? If you do, then you are a prep. Everyone in the class stared at me, and then Draco came into the room even though he was naked and started begging me to take him back. "Ebony, it's not what you think," Draco screamed sadly. My friend Bloody Mary Smith smiled at me understatedly. She flipped her long waist-length gothic black hair and opened her crimson eyes like blood that she was wearing contact lenses on. She had pale white skin that she was wearing white makeup on. "Hermione was kidnapped when she was born." Whoa! What the fuck? We went from describing Bloody Mary Smith's appearance to Hermione was kidnapped when she was born. What the fuck is going on here? Okay, so that's a drink for going into detail and another drink for the story being chaotic. Her real parents are vampires, and one of them is a witch, but Voldemort killed her mother, and her father committed suicide because he was depressed. She still has nightmares about it, and she is very haunted and depressed. It also turns out her real last name is Smith and not Granger. Since she's converted to Satanism, she's in Slytherin now, not Gryffindor. "What is it that you desire, you ridiculous dimwit?" Snape demeaned angrily in his cold voice, but I ignored him. "Vampire, I can't believe you cheated on me with Draco," I shouted on him. Everyone gasped. I don't know why Ebony was so mad at me. I had went out with Vampire, I'm bisexual and so is Ebony, for a while, but then he broke my heart. He dumped me because he liked Brittany, a stupid preppy fucker. We were just good friends now. He had gone through horrible problems and now he was gothic. Haha, like I would hang out with a prep. "But I'm not going out with Draco anymore," said Vampire. "Yeah, fucking right. Fuck off, you bastard," I screamed. I ran out of the room and into the Forbidden Forest where I'd lost my virility to Draco, and I started to bust into tears. Wow. That's a drink for, laughing, because I laughed, obviously. Chapter 9. Author's note: stop flaming, okay? I DNTN read all the books. This is from the movie, okay, so it's not my fault if Dumbledore swears. I said he had a headache. And the resin snap doesn't like Harry now is cause he's Christian and Vampire is a Satanist. MCR rocks. Do I count that? Do I count that? I said if the main character mentions MCR, not if the author mentions MCR. Whatever. I'll let it slide. I was so mad and sad. I couldn't believe Draco for cheating on me. I began to cry against the tree where I did it with Draco. Then all of a suddenly, a horrible man with red eyes and no nose and everything started flying towards me on a broomstick. He didn't have a nose, basically like Voldemort in the movie, and he was wearing all black, but it was obvious he wasn't gothic. It was Voldemort. Okay, so why say like Voldemort if it was him? What the fuck? No, I shouted in a scared voice, but then Voldemort shouted imperious and I couldn't run away. Crookshanks, I shouted at him. Voldemort fell off his broom and started to scream. I felt bad for him even though I'm a sadist, so I stopped. Ebony, he yelled. Thou must kill Vampire Potter. I thought about Vampire and his sexa eyes and his gothic black hair and how his face just looks like Joel Madden. Reference. I remembered that Draco said had I didn't understand, so I thought, what if Draco went out with Vampire, so I went out with him and they broke up, fuck. But yeah, that's a drink for the reference. No, Voldemort, I shouted back. Voldemort gave me a gun. No, please, I begged. "Thou must," he yelled. "If thou does not, then I shall kill thy beloved Draco." "But Ebony doesn't like Draco anymore. What the fuck is happening?" "How did you know?" I asked in a surprised way. Voldemort got a "dude, you're so retarded" look on his face. "I hath telekinesis," he answered cruelly. "And if you doth not kill vampire, then thou know what will happen to Draco," he shouted. He then flew away angrily on his broomstick. Okay, so the story just switched up completely. Ebony went from hating Draco for cheating to suddenly being in love with him again, or having feelings again. So that counts as the plot getting chaotic. So I was so scared and mad I didn't know what to do. Suddenly Draco came into the woods. "Draco," I said. "Hi." "Hi," he said, but his face was all sad. He was wearing white foundation and messy eyeliner, kind of like a pentagram, get it? Between Joel Madden and Gerard Way. Reference. "Are you okay?" I asked. "No," he answered. "I'm sorry I got all mad at you because I thought you cheated on me," I expelled. "That's okay," he said, all depressed, and we went back to Hogwarts together, making out. Wow. Holy fucking hell. Chapter 10. Author's note. Stup it, you gay if you do not like my story, then fuck off. Plus, P.S. It turns out Bloody Mary isn't a muggle. After Al and she and vampire are evil, that's they moved houses okay. Bro. Author. Please speak English. I cannot fucking read that. What is going on, dude? That's a cringe. If you're gonna call people fucking slurs for disliking a story, then like, what? I was really scared about Voldemort all day. I was even upset. Went to rehearsals with my gothic metal band Bloody Gothic Rose 666. I am the lead singer of it and I play guitar. People say that we sound like a cross between Good Charlotte, Slipknot, and MCR. The main character references MCR. That's a drink. The other people in the band are Bloody Mary, Vampire, Draco, Ron, although we call him Diabolo now. He has black hair now with blue streaks in it. And Hargrid. Only today Draco and Vampire were depressed, so they weren't coming and we wrote songs instead. I know Draco is probably slitting his wrists. He wouldn't die because he was a vampire too, and the only way you can kill a vampire is with a CROSS. There's no way I'm writing that. People say that we sound like a cross or a steak, and Vampire was probably watching a depressing movie like The Corpse Bride. I'm pretty sure that's a reference. Yup, that's a 2005 film, so I cringed and there's a reference. I put on a black leather shirt that showed off my boobs and a tiny matching miniskirt that said "Simple Plan" on the butt. You might think I'm a slut, but I'm really not. We were singing a cover of Helena at the end of the song, but I suddenly bust into tears. Is that a real song? Song by My Chemical Romance, and there's another song by the Misfits. So that's obviously a reference. Ebony, are you okay? Bloody Mary asked in a concerted voice. What the fuck do you think? I asked angrily. And then I said, well, Voldemort came and the fucking bastard told me to fucking kill Harry, but I don't want to kill him because he's really nice, even if he did go out with Draco. But if I don't kill Harry, then Voldemort will fucking kill Draco. I burst into tears. Suddenly, Draco jumped out from behind a wall. Why didn't you fucking tell me? He shouted. How could you, you fucking poser muggle bitch? See, is that out of character? I started to cry and cry. Draco started to cry too, all sensitive. Then he ran out crying. We practiced for 1 more hour, then suddenly Dumbledore walked in angrily. His eyes were all fiery and I knew this time it wasn't cause he had a headache. What have you done? He started to cry wisely. See, that's basically nut swearing, and this time he was really upset, and you will see why. Ebony Draco has been oh, wait. Bro, Ebony, Draco has been found in his room. He committed suicide by slitting his wrists. Bruh. Fucking hell, damn it, that's 2 drinks. I did that to myself. Shit, I got water on myself. Chapter 11. Author's note. I said stop flaming up preps. See if this chapter is stupid. Exclamation mark 1111. It deals with really serious issues. SPC for yourself if it's stupid. Bro, thanks to my... Oh, by the way, thanks to my friend Raven for slapping me. No, I screamed. I was horrified. Bloody Mary tried to comfort me, but I told her fuck off and I ran to my room crying myself. Damn it! Damn it! Dumbledore chased after me shouting, but he had to stop when I went into my room because he would look like a perv that way. That laugh doesn't count because I was laughing at me failing to say Dumbledore properly. I said Dumbledare. Anyway, I started crying tears of blood and then I slit both of my wrists. They got all over my clothes, so I took them off and jumped into the bath angrily while I put in a Linkin Park song at full volume. Fuck! That's a reference. I grabbed a stake and almost stuck it into my heart to commit suicide. I was so fucking depressed. I got out of the bathtub and put on a black low-cut dress with lace all over it sandly. I put on black high heels with pink metal stuff on the ends and 6 pairs of skull earrings. That's 2 sentences of details, so that's a drink. God damn it. I couldn't fucking believe it. Then I looked out the window and screamed. Snap was spying on me and he was taking a videotape of me and Lupin... Lupin was masticating to it. They were sitting on their broomsticks. What am I fucking reading? What is masticating? Oh my fucking god. God damn it. I'm going to die tonight. That was a drink for cringing. And that was a drink for laughing. Oh my god. Ew, you fucking pervs, stop looking at me naked. Are you pedos or what? I screamed, putting on a black towel with a picture of Marilyn Mason on it. Suddenly, Vampire ran in. I'm pretty sure Marilyn Manson is a reference. With or without the N, that's a person, so that's a reference. Abracadabra, he yelled at Snape and Lupin, pointing his womb? Huh? I took my gun and shot Snape and Lupin a gazillion times and they both started screaming and the camera broke. Suddenly, Dumbledore ran in. Ebony, it has been revealed that someone has... No! He shouted looking at Snape and Lupin and then he waved his wand and suddenly, Hagrid ran outside on his broom and said, "Everyone, we need to talk." What do you know, Hagrid? You're just a little Hogwarts student. I may be a Hogwarts student, Hagrid paused angrily, but I am also a Satanist. This cannot be, Snap said in a crisp voice as blood dripped from his hand where Dumbledore's wand had shot him. There must be other factors. You don't have any, I yelled in madly. Lupin held up the camera what? Lupin held up the camera triumphantly. What? The lens may be ruined, but the tape is still there. I felt faint, more than I normally do, like how it feels when you don't drink enough blood. Why are you doing this? Lupin said angrily while he rubbed his dirty hands on his cloak. Is that supposed to say cloak or cock? That's a cringe either way. And then I heard the words that I'd heard before but not from him. I did not know whether to feel shocked and happy or to bite him and drink his blood because I felt faint. Because, Hagrid said, and he paused in the air dramatically, waving his wand in the air. Then swooped he in, singing to the tune of a gothic version of a song by 50 Cent. Fucking hell, that's a reference. Because you're gothic, Snap asked in God damn it. Because you're gothic, Snap asked in a little afraid voice because he was afraid it meant he was connected with Satan. Because I love her. Chapter 12. Author's note. Stop faying, okay? Hagrid is a pedo to a lot of people in American schools are like that. I wanted to address the issue. How do you know Snap ain't Christian? Plus, Hagrid isn't really in love with Ebony. That was Cedric, okay? What the hell is going on? I was about to slit my wrists again with the silver knife that Drago had given me in case something happened to him. He told me to use it valiantly against an enemy, but I knew that we must both go together. No! I thought it was Hagrid, but it was Vampire. He started to scream. Oh my fucking god, no! My scar hurts! And then his eyes rolled up. You could only see his red whites. Red whites? It's either red or it's white. What? I stopped. How did you know? I saw it, and my scar turned back to the lightning bolt. No, I ran up closer. I thought you didn't have a scar anymore, I shouted. I do, but Diablo changed it to a pentagram for me, and I always cover it up with foundation, he said back. Anyway, my scar hurt and it turned back into the lightning bolt. Save me. Then I had a vision of what was happening to Draco. Voldemort has him bondage. Anyway, I was in the school nurse's office, now recovering from my slit wrists. Snap and Lupin and Hagrid were there too. They were going to St. Mango's after they recovered because they were pedophiles, and you couldn't have those fucking pervs teaching in a school with lots of hot girls. Dumbledore had constipated the Cydio camera they took of me naked. I put up my middle finger at them. Do you mean confiscated? Anyway, Hagrid came into my hospital bed holding a bouquet of pink roses. Ennaby, I need to tell you something, he said in a V-serious voice, giving me the roses. Fuck off, I told him. You know I fucking hate the color pink anyway, and I don't like fucked up preps like you, I snapped. Hagrid had been mean to me before for being gothic. Got it! No, Ennaby, Hagrid says. Those are not roses. What, are they goths too, you poser prep? I asked because I was angry that he had brought me pink roses. I saved your life, he yelled angrily. No, you didn't, I replied. You saved me from getting a Paris Hilton pee video made from your shower scene and being viewed by Snap and Lupin, who masturbated. See, is that spelled wrong? Everything here is spelled wrong. To it, he added silently. Paris Hilton. Yup, that's a reference. Whatever, I yelled angrily. He pointed his wand at the pink roses. Those aren't roses. He suddenly looked at them with an evil look in his eye and muttered, well, if you want it honestly, that's... If you want it, damn it. He pointed his wand at the pink roses. Those aren't roses. He suddenly looked at them with an evil look in his eye and muttered, well, if you wanted honesty, that's all you had to say. That's not a spell, that's an MCR song. Main character mentions MCR. I know, I was just warming up my vocal cordies. Then he screamed. Then he screamed. Petulus Marengo mi chromically Romasio. For all you cool gothic MCR fans out there, that is a tribute. Especially for Raven, I love you girl. Imo noto okeo. And then the roses turned to a huge black flame floating in the middle of the air. And it was black. Now I know he wasn't a prep. A huge black flame floating in the middle of the air, and it was black. Why? Why mention that it's black twice? What the fuck is the point? Okay, I believe you. Now, what the fuck is Draco? Hagrid rolled his eyes. I looked into the balls of flame, but I could see nothing. You see, Ennaby, Dumbledore said, watching the two of us watching the flame. To see what is in the flames. Haha, you reviewers flames, get it? You must find yourself first, okay? Oh, great. Now it's descending into the author's grammar. I have found myself, okay, you mean old man, Hagrid yelled. Dumbledore looked shocked. I guess he didn't have a headache or else he would have said something back. Hagrid stormed off back into his bed. You are a liar, Professor Dumbledore. Billy Joe Armstrong on them. I put my hair all around me so I looked like Samara from The Ring. If you don't know who she is, you're a prep, so fuck off. And I put on blood red lipstick, black eyeliner, and black lip gloss. Oh my fucking god, this is a handful. Okay, so Billy Joe Armstrong is a reference, so is Sadako from The Ring, and she went really into detail about the appearance, so that's 3 drinks. Oh my god, that's my third bottle. You look kawaii, girl, Bloody Mary said sadly. Fangs, you do too, I said sadly too, but I was still upset. I slit both of my wrists, feeling totally depressed, and I sucked all the blood. I cried again in my bathroom and put the shades on so Snap and Lupin couldn't spy on me this time. I went to some classes. Vampire was in the hair of magic creatures. He looked all depressed because Draco had disappeared and he used to be in love with Draco. He was sucking some blood from a Hufflepuff. Should I? No, fuck it. If I made it a rule that I drink every time the main character slits their wrists, that would be way more drinks. I'm not even gonna bother. Hi, he said in a depressed way. Hi back, I said in an equally sad way. We both looked at each other for some time. Harry had some beautiful red gothic eyes so much like Draco's. Then we jumped on each other and started screwing each other. Bro, why? What the fuck? Why? What am I reading? Despite all that has happened, I'm still drinking less than when I was reading the Pinori script. Dude, what is this? Oh my god. I need to turn on a light because it's getting dark out, as you can see, and I want me to be visible, so give me a second. Stop it now, you horny simpletons. Profounded. My English. Stop it now, you horny simpletons, shouted Professor McGoggle, who was watching us and so was everyone else. Vampire, you fucker, I said, slapping him. Stop trying to screw me, you knew I loved Draco, I shouted, and then I ran away angrily. Just then he started to scream, oh my fucking god, no, my scar hurts, and then his eyes rolled up. You could only see his red whites. What is a red white? What is a red white? Wait a minute, is this a copy paste from earlier? What the fuck? It's the exact same text. I thought you didn't have a scar anymore, I shouted. I do, but Diablo changed it into a pentagram for me and I always cover it up with foundation, he said back. Anyway, my scar hurt and then I had a vision of what was happening to Draco. Voldemort has him bondage. Special thanks to Raven, my Gothic's blood sister. What the fuck, you're supposed to writ this. Hey Raven, do you know where my sweater eye? Wow. What is happening? How far are we? We're about halfway in. Wow. Chapter 13. Author's note. Raven, thanks you for gelping me again. I'm sorry took your poster of Gerard, but that guy is such a fucking sex bomb. Preps, stop flamiganing. Vampire and I ran up the stairs looking for Dumbledore. We were so scared. Dumbledore, we both yelled. Dumbledore came there. What is it that you want now, you despicable snobs? He asked angrily. Voldemort has Draco, we shouted at the same time. He laughed in an evil voice. No, don't, we need to save Draco, we begged. No, he said meanly. I don't give a darn what Voldemort does to Draco. Not after how much he behaved in school, especially with you, Ebony, he said while he frowned, looking at me. Besides, I never liked him that much anyway. Then he walked away. Vampire started crying. My Draco, he moaned. Author's note. Don't you fuck gay guys like you're so hot. It's okay, I tried to tell him, but that didn't stop him. He started to cry tears of blood, then he had a brainstorm. I had an idea, he exclaimed. Okay, the story is like kind of getting all over the place, so I'm counting that as the story getting chaotic. What? I asked him. You'll see, he said. He took out his wand and did a spell. Then suddenly we were in Voldemort's lair. We ran in with our wands just as we heard a croon voice say, Alla Kedavra. It was Voldemort. Chapter 14. Author's note. Fuck off, preps. Okay, Raven, thanks for helping again. I'm sorry I couldn't update, but I was depressed and I had to go to the hospital cause I slit my wrists. P.S. I'm not updating till you give me 10 God reviews. Warning, some of this chapter is extremely scray. Our excretion advised. We ran to where Voldemort was. It turned out that Voldemort wasn't there. Instead, the fat guy who killed Cedric was. Draco was there crying tears of blood. Snaketail was torturing him. Vampire and I ran in front of Snaketail. Rid my sight, you despicable preps, he shouted as we started shooting him with the gun. Then he suddenly looked at me and he fell down with a lovey-dovey look in his eyes. Dot, he said. He said, period. He said, period. In this, he is 16 years old, so he's not a pedophile, okay? Huh, I asked. Enemy, I love you, will you have sex with me? Asked Snaketail. I started laughing crudely. What the fuck? You torture my boyfriend and you expect me to fuck you? God, you're so fucked up, you fucking bastard. I said angrily, then I stabbed him in the heart. Blood poured out of it like a fountain. That's a drink, because I laughed. No, he screamed. He started screaming and running around. Then he fell down and died. I burst into tears sadly. Damn it! I laughed again. Snaketail, what art thou doing? Called Voldemort. Then he started coming. We could hear his high heels clacking to us. High heels? Why the fuck is Voldemort wearing high heels? Is he a transvestite? Is this the headcanon for fucking... Is this the headcanon for My Immortal? Voldemort is a transvestite? So we got on our broomsticks and we flew to Hogwarts. We went to my room, Vampire went away, there I started crying. What's wrong, honey? Asked Draco, taking off his clothes so we could screw. Please don't. He had a sex pack. Get it? Because he's so sexa. And a really huge you-know-what and everything. It's so unfair. I yielded. Why can't I just be ugly or plain like all the other girls in preps here except for Bloody Mary because she's not ugly or anything? Why would you want to be ugly? I don't like the preps anyway. They're such fucking sluts, answered Draco. Yeah, but everyone is in love with me. Like Snape and Lupin took a video of me naked. Hagrid says he's in love with me. Vampire likes me. Now even Snaketail is in love with me. I just want to be with you, okay, Draco? Why couldn't Satan have made me less beautiful? I shouted angrily. Author's note, don't worry, Ennaby isn't a snob or anything, but a lot of people have told her she's pretty. I'm good at too many things, why can't I just be normal? It's a fucking curse. I shouted and then ran away. Okay, sex scene averted, that's good. Chapter 15. Author's note, stop flaming okay. By the way, you suck from no on every Tim. Someone flams me, I'm gonna slit my wrists. Thanks to Raven for Jalapene. Wow. Everything is just slitting wrists and sacks. That's really not a good way. That's not a nice way to get good reviews, you know. Threatening to slit your wrists if you don't get good reviews. Like, what the fuck? The author of this definitely has something going on mentally. I think they should go to a mental hospital. Ebony, shouted Draco sadly. No, please come back. But I was too mad. Whatever. Now you can go and have sex with Vampire, I shouted. I stormed into my room and closed my black door with my blood red key. It had a picture of Marilyn Manson on it. He looked so sexy in a way that reminded me of Draco and Vampire. I started to cry and weep. I took a razor and started to slit my wrists. I drank the blood all depressed. Then I looked at my black GC watch and noticed it was time to go to biology class. Okay, so that's a reference. I put on a short, ripped black gothic dress that said Anarchy in the front in blood red letters and was all ripped and had a spiky belt. Under that, I put on ripped black fishnets and boots that said Joel all over them with blood red letters. I put my ebony black hair out. That's 3 sentences going into detail, so that's another drink. Anyway, I went downstairs feeling all sad and depressed as usual. I did some advanced biology work. I was turning a bloody pentagram into a black guitar. Suddenly, the black guitar turned into Draco. Ennaby, I love you, he shouted sadly. I do not care what those fucker preps and posers think. You're the most beautiful girl in the world. Before I met you, I used to want to commit suicide all the time, and now I just want to fucking be with you. I fucking love you. Then he started to sing the Chronicles of Life and Death. We considered it our song now because we fell in love when Joel was singing it. Right in front of the entire class. His singing voice was so amazing and gothic and sexy, like a cross between Gerard, Joel, Chester, Pierre, and Marilyn Manson. Author's note, don't you think those guys are so hot? If you do not know who they are. Get the fuck out of her. Oh my god, is that a double reference? Let me do some Googling. The Chronicles of Life and Death, studio album by Good Charlotte. Good Charlotte is a real thing. No way. Oh my god. Okay, so from now on, I will count references to Good Charlotte as references. So that was 2 references, because the Chronicles of Life and Death and Marilyn Manson. I don't know about the others, so I'm just gonna leave that be. OMFG, I said after he was finished. Some fucking prep stared at us, but I just stuck up my middle fingers that were covered in black nail polish and were entwined with Draco's now at them. I love you, I said, and then we started to kiss just like Hillary Duff. I fucking hate that bitch. And CMM in A Cinderella Story. Boom, reference. Then we went away holding hands. Lupin shouted at us, but he stopped because everyone was clapping by how sexy we looked together. Then I saw a poster saying that MCR would have a concert in Hogsmeade right then. We looked at each other all shocked, and then we went together. Main character mentions MCR. That's a drink. Oh my god. I wish I did the counter this time, because I don't have the counter to count my drinks like last time. Chapter 16, Author's Note. You know what? Shut up, okay? Prove to me you're not preps. Raven, you suck, you fucking bitch. Gimme back my fucking sweetie. You're supposed to writ this. Raven, what the fuck, you beesh? You're supposed to do this. By the way, thanks to Brittany5655 for tetchin' my Japanese. Oh, I'm gonna count that as a cringe. We ran happily to Hogsmeade. Then there we saw the stage where Good Charlotte had played. We ran in happily. MCR were there playing Helena. I was so fucking happy. Good Charlotte reference and main character brings up MCR. God damn it. Gerard looked even sexier than he did in the pictures. Even Draco thought so. I could totally see him getting an erection, but it didn't matter because I knew that we were the only true ones for each other. I was wearing a black leather mini dress and black leather platinum boots with red ripped fishnets. Draco was wearing a black baggy MCR t-shirt and black baggy pants. Anyway, we started moshing to Helena. We Frenched. Why? What is Frenching? What? Say French kiss or something. What is Frenching? God damn it. Oh, that's a laugh. Oh my god. I'm gonna die tonight. We ran up to the front of the band to stage dive. Suddenly, Gerard pulled off his mask. So did the others. We gasped. It wasn't them at all. It was Volsimore and the Death Dealers. What are the Death Dealers? Hold on. Death Dealers Anonymous is a musical artist. I'm gonna let that one slide. I don't know if that's a reference or not. What the fuck, Draco? I'm not going to a concert with you, I shouted angrily. Not after what happened to me last time, even if it's MCR, and you know how much I like them. Main character brings up MCR. What, 'cause we, you know... He gadgeted uncomfortably because guys don't like to talk about you-know-what. That's a fucking lie. Men love to talk about sex. Yeah, cause we, you know... I yielded in an angry voice. We won't do that again, Draco promised. This time we're going with an escort. Oh my god, what the fuck? Are you giving in to the mainstream? I asked. So I guess you're a prep or a Christian or what now? No, he muttered loudly. Is that an oxymoron? Is that an oxymoron? He muttered loudly. If you're muttering, you're trying to be quiet. You don't want the person to hear them. If he muttered loudly... What? Are you becoming a prep or what? I shooted angrily. Damn it! The fucking typo. Not a typo, it's just the poor grammar. God damn it. This is so funny. Enabi, I'm not. Please come with me. He fell down to his knees and started singing "The World is Black" by Good Charlotte to me. Reference. I was flattened because that's not even a single. He had memorized the lyrics just for me. Okay, then I guess I will have to. I said, and then we Frenched for a while, and then I went up to my room. Bloody Mary was standing there. Hajime Mashita, girl, she said happily. She speaks Japanese, so do I. That means how do you do in Japanese. By the way, Willow, that fucking poser, got expelled. She failed all her classes and she skipped math. Author's note. Raven, you fucking suck, fuck you. It serves that fucking beach right. I laughed angrily. Well, anyway, we were felling all depressed. We whooshed some gothic movies like Das Nightmare Before Xmas. God damn it! That's another reference. Maybe Willow will die too, I said. Kawaii, Bloody Mare, shook her head, energetically, lethargically. Oh yeah, have a confession. After she got expelled, I murdered her, and then Lupin did it with her cause he's a necrophiliac. What? What? What is happening? Wow! What the hell? No way, dude. Okay. I guess that's a reference. No, not fucking hell, not a reference. I'm drinking for that, but I don't know what for. Oh, the story getting chaotic, right, that's what I'm drinking for. Kawaii, I commented happily. We talked to each other in silence for the rest of the movie. Oh, hey, by the way, I'm going to a concert with Draco tonight in Hogsmeade with MCR, I said. I need to wear the hot set outfit EVA. Main character mentions MCR. Bloody Mary nodded incredulously. Oh my fucking god, totally, let's go shopping. In Hot Topic, right? Reference. I asked, already getting out my special Hot Topic loyalty card. No, my head snapped up. What? My head spooin. I could not believe it. Bloody Mary, are you a prep? No, she laughed. I found some cool gothic stores near Hogwarts, that's all. Who told you about them? I asked, sure it would be Draco or Diablo or Vampire. Don't even say that nam to me. Or me. Dumbledore, she said. Let's just call her Brahms. Oh my fucking god, Dumbledore? I asked quietly. Yeah, I saw the map for Hogsmeade on his desk, she told me. Come on, let's go. We were going in a few punk goth stores, specially for the concerts in Hogsmeade. The salesperson was, oh my god, hotter than Gerard, except not cause that's impossible, and he gave me a few dresses. We only have these for the real goths. The real goths? Me and Bloody Mary asked. Yeah, you wouldn't believe how many posers there are in this town, man. Yesterday Lupin and Snap tried to buy a gothic camera pouch. He shook his head. I didn't even know they had a camera. Oh my fucking god, no, they're gonna spy on me again, I cried, running out of the changing room wearing a long black dress with lots of red tulle coming out and very low cut with a huge slit. Oh my Satan, you have to buy that outfit, the salesperson said. Yeah, it looks totally hot, said Bloody Mary. You know what, I'm gonna give it to you free, because you look really hot in that outfit. Hey, you're gonna be at that concert tonight? He asked. Yeah, I am, actually. I looked back at him. Hey, by the way, my name's Ebony Darkness Dementia Tara Way. What's yours? Tom Ridd, he said, and he ran a hand through his black-dyed hair. Maybe I'll see you tonight. Yeah, I don't think so, because I'm going there with my BF Draco, you sick perv, I yelled angrily, but before he could beg me to go with him, Hargrid flew in on his black broom, looking worried. Oh my fucking god, Ebony, you need to get back to the castle now. I'm drinking because the plot got chaotic there. Author's note. I said stop filming the strio. If you're a prep, then do not read it. You can tell whether you are a prep or not by my quiz. It's on my homepage. If you're not, then you are rock. If you are, then fuck oof. PZ Willio isn't rely a prep. Raven, please do this, I promise to give you back your poster. Tom Riddle gave us some clothes and stuff for free. He said he would help us with makeup if he wanted cause he was really into fashion and stuff. He's bisexual. Hargard kept shooting at us to come back to Hogwarts. What the fuck, Hargrid? I shouted angrily. Fuck off, you fucking bastard. Well, anyway, Willow came. Hargard went away angrily. Hey bitch, you look kawaii, she said. Yeah, but not kawaii, but not as kawaii as you. I answered sadly because Willow's really pretty and everything. She was wearing a short black corset thingy with blood red lace on it and a black blood red miniskirt, leather fishnets and black pointy boots that showed off how pale she was. She had a really nice body with big bobs and everything. She was thin enough to be anorexic. Too much information! That's a drink either way, because that's a lot of details. So are you going to the concert with Draco, she asked. Yeah, I said happily. I'm gone with Diablo, she answered happily. Well anyway, Draco and Diablo came. They were both looking extremely hot and sexy, and you can tell they thought we were hot too. Diablo was wearing a black t-shirt that said 666 on it. He was wearing tons of makeup just like Marilyn Manson. Reference! Damn it! Draco was wearing black leather pants, a gothic black Good Charlotte t-shirt, and black Vans he got from DeWarp Tower. That's another drink. Bloody Mart was going to the concert with Dracula. Dracula used to be called Navel, but it turns out he was kidnapped at birth, and his real family were vampires. They died in a car crash. Navel converted to Satanism and he went goth. He was in Slytherin now. He was wearing a black warped t-shirt, black jeans and shoes, and black hair with red streaks in it. We call him Dracula now. Well anyway, we all went to Draco's Black Mercy Benz. Get it, cause we're gothic. That his dad Lucian gave him. We did pot, coke, and crack. Jesus Christ. How are you not dead? Oh, right. Vampires. Draco and I made out. We made fun of those stupid fucking preps. We soon got there, I gasped. Oh my god, okay, I'm drinking for the laugh. I'm not counting the Mercedes-Benz as a reference, by the way. Gerard was the sexiest guy ever. He looked even sexier than he did in pics. He had long raven black hair and piercing blue eyes. He was really skinny and he had an amazing ethnic voice. We moshed to Helena and some other songs. Suddenly, Gerard pulled off his mask. So did the other members. I gasped. It wasn't Gerard at all. It was an ugly, preppy man with no nose and red eyes. Everyone ran away but me and Draco. Draco and I came. It was Voldemort and the Death Dealers. Oh, Mom came home. Might have to cut this short. You moronic idiots, he shooted angstily. Enemy, I told you to kill vampire, thou have failed, and now I shall kill thou and Draco. No, no, please, we begged sadly, but he took out his knife. Suddenly, a gothic old man flew in on his broomstick. He had long black hair and a long black bread. He was wearing a black robe that said Avril Lavigne on the back. He shouted a spell and Voldemort ran away. It was Dumbledore. Oh my god. Alright, so I'm gonna have to cut this short because of reasons, but wow, that was insane. I'm not gonna set a like goal for part 2, but stay tuned for the second part to the My Immortal drinking game. Peace out.